Alright, so this project is a little different. Today we're going to be drilling some holes in reef rocks so we can more easily mount frag plugs on them. And here's, kind of a classic frag plug. And you've got this little stem on the bottom. So if we drill a hole in the rock, then we can plug these into the holes, and the snails and other fish don't knock the corals down into the bottom of your tank. So I have a core drill here. Some people call them hole saws, core drills, either one, as long as it's larger than the diameter of the plug. This is a 1/2 inch inland diamond core drill. And the core drills, you notice it's a tube with the diamond on the end. And the reason for that is all you're doing is really cutting the circle. You're cutting the ring. You're not drilling out the entire piece of the rock. You're actually coring it out. And then we're going to break off the cores and go from there. The drill, you can see, is deep inside to about maybe an inch, a little over an inch, more than enough to fit the frag plug on. But what I'm going to do, just so I don't have to drill too much, I'm just going to kind of measure this off and mark it with a Sharpie and say, once we get to this depth, we don't really have to drill anymore. And obviously this isn't going to affect the drill at all. So there we have that. I like to use a cordless drill. The reason for that is there's less electricity involved. You are kind of doing this with wet stuff. So once it's mounted in, now we're going to do some drilling. And doesn't matter where. I mean, it's kind of a pick your poison type of thing, what you want it to do. This rock is wet. It's been in my tank, so I'm not really worried about adding water to it. I'm just going to start. Now in this case, you can see, if you look in here, it's soft enough that it just blasted out most of that core already. Sometimes the core will break off in here, and they've got these little knockout holes on better drills, better drill bits. So I'm going to make a few of these. Yeah. Whoop. Again. This is a really nice piece of pretty hollow rock. Sometimes if you start them on an edge until it kind of makes a cut, then you can roll it in like this. If you can't see what you're doing, just back it off, maybe even rinse it off with a little bit of water. And let's get, we got some kind of holes already formed. We might as well make use of them. Now in most of these cases, you can see, like in this one, the hole is completely drilled out, and we're all set with that. In other cases, there's a little bit of a burr in here, and you just take a flat blade screwdriver and kind of dig that out. They'll usually knock out really well. Same thing with this one. If you have a drill bit that doesn't go as deep as this one does, you can cut them out in 2 stages by drilling as deep as the hole saw will allow, the core drill will allow, and then knocking this plug out and then starting over and just drilling, a further hole inside from there. And once I break all of these things off, we should be able to fit in our frag plugs. You can see wherever they're going to be nice and secure, and we don't have to worry about the big snails knocking stuff off anymore. All right, thank you very much for watching.